Hello, honor students. How are you? Hope all is good. Let's today speak about an important part in history, British history, Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary, the world's most feared figure. What do we know about Bloody Mary? Mary the First. That was Queen Mary the First in England, also known as Mary Tudor. And as Bloody Mary, that was her title afterwards by her Protestant opponents, was the Queen of England and Ireland from July 1553 and Queen of Spain as the wife of King Philip II from January 1556 until her death in 1558. She's best known for the persecution of Protestants in 1553 up until 1558. Oh my! And her vigorous attempt to reverse the English Reformation, which had begun during the reign of her father, King Henry the Eighth. Why did Queen Mary Tudor, or Bloody Mary, kill so many Protestants? It all began when Mary was born on February 18, 1516, in the Greenwich Palace in London, England, to King Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon. Mary seemed an unlikely candidate to be queen, let alone a bloody one. Her father deeply desired a male heir and spent Mary's childhood doing whatever it took to get one. That was hard, and we discussed that in class already about how King Henry broke the biblical law and the church law that was stopping anyone of remarrying. He remarried because desperately he wanted to have an heir, a child, a boy, to inherit the throne. Indeed, Mary's early years were largely defined by Henry's determination to have a son. When she was a teenager, the king scandalized Europe by declaring his marriage to Mary's mother illegally because she had been briefly married to his brother and his intention to marry Anne Boleyn. He divorced Catherine, married Anne, and tore England away from the Catholic Church, establishing the Church of England instead. So important part in the English history, where the church and the king or the queen were supposed to be one body, one controlling body, getting the advice of the church and controlling the church sometimes. Instead, King Henry was breaking all this up, and that made people confused. Mary was declared illegitimate, made a lady instead of a princess, and separated from her mother. She stubbornly refused to acknowledge that her parents' marriage had been illegal or that her father was the head of the Church of England. Over the years, Mary watched as her father married again and again. Only Henry's sixth wife, Catherine Parr, outlived him, but Henry had gotten what he wanted, Jane Seymour, who had a son eventually, Edward VI. That made Queen Mary I really pissed off. When Edward VI died, just 6 years into his reign, he tried to ensure that power passed to his Protestant cousin, Lady Jane Grey. But Mary seized her opportunity and led an army into London in 1553. A groundwell of support put her on the throne and Lady Jane Grey on the executioner block. As queen, however, Mary developed her Bloody Mary reputation. She was urgently having a priorities. The priorities were returning England to Catholic Church. She retrieved a law called Heretico Comburendo, which punished heretics by burning them at the stake. Mary hoped the executions would be a short, sharp shock, and they would encourage Protestants to return to the Catholic Church. She thought just a couple of executions would do the trick. Did she succeed for that? What do you think? But Protestants were undeterred, and for 3 years, from 1555 until Mary's death, 1558, almost 300 of them were burned alive at her command. Many religious figures, common Protestants, and even pregnant women were burned alive, which shows that Bloody Mary certainly had no mercy. If you think that you have learned something new today about the British history, Queen Mary I, and how she got the title of Bloody Mary, let's wait for part 2, the Bloody Mary Mirror Legend. Please thumb up for like, drop a comment or a query. I'll answer you. Don't forget to share with others to benefit. Subscribe and ring the bell so you can get the latest of history, literature, British and American, by teacher Karima. I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.